What's going on, lads? It's Billy the Kid here, and I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I wish you a very happy new year for you and your family. And I thought I would do something special for you. I thought I'd put out another episode of Battlefield 4 Vehicle Overview, the series in which we take a look at the real life vehicles featured in Battlefield 4. In case you missed the first episode of Battlefield 4 Vehicle Overview, it will be featured in the description and is on the Type 99 main battle tank, so in case you missed it, you can go ahead and check it out there. And in today's episode, we're going to take a look at the M1A2 Abrams tank, which is featured for the US faction in Battlefield 4. So very quickly, let's look at the specifications of the M1 Abrams tank. Each Abrams tank costs around $6 million US. Its weight is around 67 tons. It has a crew of 4, a commander, a gunner, a loader and a driver. Its top speed is around 40 kilometers an hour or 25 miles an hour. Its armor is highly classified, but we do know it has elements of Chobham armor, which was developed in Great Britain, and it has depleted uranium strike plates. Its main armament is a 120mm L44 smoothbore cannon, with secondary armament being one 50 cal heavy machine gun for the commander and two M240 Bravo 7.62mm machine guns for close defense. It's powered by a 1500 horsepower multi-fuel turbine engine, and its operational range when fully fueled is 426 kilometers or 265 miles. Now that we have the specifications covered, let's look at the history behind the M1 Abrams tank. You see, the development of the Abrams tank began in the mid-1970s when the US Army needed a next generation main battle tank to replace the aging M60 tank that had been in service since 1961. This new tank had to be capable of high speed, heavy armor and massive firepower, so the US Army gave the contract to develop the new Abrams tank, named after General Creighton Abrams, to Chrysler Defense and General Motors. In 1976 they completed their first prototype, and the first model of the M1 Abrams, the A1, went into service in 1980. Now the Abrams would not see action until the 1991 Gulf War, where 1,848 Abrams tanks were deployed as part of the international coalition to liberate Kuwait from Iraqi occupation. Now the M1A1 was superior to Iraq's Soviet-era T-55 and T-62 tanks, as well as the T-72s imported from the Soviet Union and Poland. The T-72s, like most Soviet export designs, lacked night vision systems and modern rangefinders. A total of 23 M1A1s were damaged or destroyed during the war. Of the 9 Abrams destroyed, 7 were destroyed by friendly fire, and 2 were purposely destroyed to prevent capture after being damaged. Some others took minor combat damage with little effect on their operational readiness, and very few M1 tanks were hit by enemy fire, which resulted in no fatalities and only a handful of wounded. The M1A1 was capable of making kills at ranges in excess of 2,500 meters. This range was crucial in combat against previous generation tanks of Soviet design in Operation Desert Storm, as the effective range of the main gun in the Iraqi tanks was less than 2,000 meters. This meant that the Abrams tanks could hit Iraqi tanks before the enemy got in range, a decisive advantage in this type of combat. Following the combat experience of the Gulf War, the M1A1 was upgraded to the M1A2 variant, with the biggest difference in the armament, upgrading the 105mm gun that was in the A1 to the 120mm gun that we have in the A2. The US are not the only operators of Abrams tanks, as countries like Australia, Egypt, Iraq, Kuwait and Saudi Arabia all operate various versions of the Abrams tank, and with a new upgrade version, the M1A3, being introduced in the next few years, the Abrams tank will be expected to be in service for many years to come. So lads, that concludes today's episode of Battlefield 4 Vehicle Overview. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed your holidays, and if you liked the video, please like, please subscribe for more, please comment on what you think of the video, and thanks again for watching, lads. This is Billy the Kid. I hope you had a great Christmas and a happy New Year to you, and I'll see you again.